Hello everyone, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome to what should be the final stream of Kentucky Route Zero. We left off towards the end of Act 4 in Act 4 Scene 7, I believe. I'm not sure how many scenes there are per act, they seem to vary every now and then. But we should be pretty close to finishing the game. So let's see if Act 4 and Act 5 are going to live up to the reviews and the hype, shall we? I know that we skipped a couple of scenes here, but we had the bar scene on the deserted island. Some weird shenanigans where, we disappeared into the midst with other skeletal people. Some strange business going on with us thinking that, hey, we need to pay our debts and, sacrifice our life for the good of the corporation in some way. So, let's see if we can turn that around, shall we? So, she returned on the dinghy, alone. She had a strong and sudden urge to shut the motor off and let the current take her, but she couldn't work out where the impulse came from, so she did her best to resist it. She met a family of 5 on a flat-bottomed skiff. She met a guitar player pedaling a floating bicycle, his dog in tow. She met a flower salesman on a rat. She met a painter of shipwrecks. I think the guitar player sounds cool, with his dog in tow. He said they took turns. The water was cold and the floating bicycle, while technically marvellous, wasn't quite buoyant enough for the both of them. Swimming is hard work, the hardest work that dog had ever done, he expected. They'd been travelling this way for most of the night, struggling through the icy water, stopping to recover when they could find a rock large enough to start a small campfire. He had his belongings stuffed into a weathered guitar case at the end of a thin rope. It floated pretty well, so he only had to keep an eye on it and occasionally free it from a rock or some driftwood it was caught on. She asked if it was a guitar in his case or just clothes. I mean, is it just clothes? He would have played or something, but the case leaked a bit, and he didn't think it would sound right until it had time to dry out. Oh, and we still get to choose the family. Okay, well then let's go to the flower salesman. They floated alongside in buoyant pots, bobbing untethered. He corralled them with a long pole and a stream of small adjustments. She leaned out of the water to get a closer look while she made small talk. Let's have a look first. He'd just started work for the day, so his stock was full. He pushed a few bouquets her way. First was a simple mass of white-petaled flowers of many different types. She thought it looked wistful, and he agreed. Next, a haunting bundle of dead nettles arranged in the Roman style. He was feeling distracted when he first designed it, but some customers found it joyful. Finally, a simple mixture of dandelions made to look natural. He suggested it would make an appropriate secret admirer bouquet. He drifted away with the current, pushing his flowers along with the raft. Yeah, let's leave the family of 5 to last, I think. A painter of shipwrecks. He never worked from photographs, so his paintings could be divided into 2 categories. There were the ones he painted from life, and the Echo River was a very good source for these, because its currents were so unpredictable and the tunnels so dark. He rendered these in oil paint by lamplight, working for hours cross-legged in the porch of his houseboat/studio. Then there were the ones he painted from memory, mostly the memory of a single wreck he encountered as a much younger man, picking up litter where the coastal highway cleaves to the rocky beaches of northern California. These were done in watercolor. He preferred to work on them in the morning in a room he rented near the airport in Louisville. Louisville? I think it's Louisville. He had some postcard-sized sketches in charcoal, too, of the Iron Pariah. It wasn't a wreck exactly, but it felt right. He tried to scribble one down every time he encountered it, though it was so unpredictable, and he was so focused on details, he usually just ended up with a handful of inscrutable marks. She gave in, shut off the motor, and floated for a while. Then she knew what she'd been craving, a moment of silence. So no family of 5 for me. Well, I guess I should have chosen it when I had the option to. But to be honest, the other ones sounded a little bit more interesting to me. A painter of shipwrecks, flower salesman, So yeah, so this playthrough of Kentucky Route Zero has been marred by some technical issues that are completely not the fault of the game. But it's difficult to kind of take away that from my expectations of this game that is 7 years in the making. So I have to say, I'm not 100% sure that this game's ending is going to 100% resonate with myself. I have a feeling it was not intended for me as the target audience. But we'll see, hey? We will see. Act 4, Scene 8. Sam and Ida's. Okay. Go up the stairs, shall we, to the restaurant? Hey, 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 come on, game. Hey, hey, come on, game. I would like to go up these stairs, but I am not allowed. Oh. Do they have a lift? Huh. What are you lifting up? Is someone stood in there? Sam. Hello out there! Headed up or down? Sometimes I wonder myself. I'm just looking for the crew of the Mucky Mammoth. Yes, ma'am. They stop here every morning. I expect they're upstairs now, and Ida's got the coffee going. I could use a cup myself. It's cold down there. Well, head on upstairs and she'll take care of you. I'll be along in a minute. Hey, Heady Dog is now following us on Twitch. One of us. One of us. Thank you very much, Heady Dog. I hope you are enjoying the stream and all the previous streams we've already done. Let's see, can I can't actually walk up, can I? So what is the point? What am I supposed to do? I don't suppose I can talk to anyone because no one's on the boat itself. There's no one over the boats here. Okay. Right. Push. Come on. I would like to go upstairs. Why can I not go upstairs? Got keys, got keys. Yeah, not entirely sure why I can't go upstairs. I was wondering whether it was actually the platform is not allowing me to go upstairs because I'm supposed to wait for the lift, but what is going on? I should mention that because I'm playing on the Switch version, I am using a Switch Pro controller. So there's no point and click thing I can do here. So I'm using the analog controller to try and move around. But it's not letting me. So I can walk up these stairs, fine and dandy. Do I just need to keep pressing up? Oh, that's really stupid. I really don't like that way of controlling the game. So instead of trying to change around the direction, you just need to hold up all the way. I don't like that. They really should not have made it that the only control system of getting up the stairs. Anyway. Kate, just in time. We've already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board, getting ready for her show. Take a look at the menu. I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida's a bit of a local celebrity, for her cooking, I mean. Hey, Ezra's just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you two are back? Or where's the old man, anyway? That's a good question, isn't it? Good question. We've got some bad news to break to Ezra, I think. Aw, bad luck. You'll get it next time. Hey, got a quarter? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1 quarter. Don't waste your time, those machines are rigged. Alright, fine. 1 quarter for a child. Thank you. So, where's... He left, they took him. I think they took him. He's been acting a bit weird, but I would give him the benefit of the doubt at this point. Damn. Yeah, he really got himself in a situation there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down. Cool. The food is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro, let's give it another shot. So, let's see what's on top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clamshells, a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. That octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grip the bag well. The cowboy hat's in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. Those headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. It could be wrapped around something. What are you going to try for? I think Ezra would want the cowboy hat. Sounds good. I hope we can get the claw back far enough to get a grip on it. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The hat is in the back right corner. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go. Johnny inserts the coin and the machine awakens. 8 seconds. The claw hovers in the front left corner of the machine. Ezra pushes the joystick up. Let's go right instead. 7 seconds. The claw hovers halfway across the front of the machine. So it needs to go right again, or up again. Yeah, right again, I think. Doesn't seem to be limiting me. So, right. 6 seconds. The claw hovers in the front right corner of the machine. Did he say the front right corner? Was it the back right corner? Back right corner. I thought so. Alright, so we need to go up. 5 seconds. The claw hovers halfway around the right wall of the machine. Come on, joystick up. Joystick up. 4 seconds. The claw hovers in the back right corner of the machine. Alright, we've got 4 seconds, so we'll just check with Johnny to see we got it right. Does this look right? Yep, looks good to me. Go for it. 3 seconds. It's in the back right corner of the machine. Let us go ahead and make that claw fall down. Ta-da! The claw drops. It grabs the hat. The claw is only able to get a hold of the brim. It's not a strong enough grip to pull the hat out of the machine. Sorry, kid. That cat would have looked good on you too. But I guess it's just too far back in that corner. Hey, listen. It sounds like that old man you were following around. I guess he had to leave. Is he coming back? Is he okay? I should go with him. I think a child would probably say, is he coming back? Well, probably not. He's got himself on a trajectory, you know? No, I'm a stupid child. Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just wanted to make sure you know that. I'll meet up with Julian when we get back above ground and go back to the museum. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like he's confident enough to know that he's going to go with Julian. Oh yeah, he's your brother, you said, right? Hey, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. They have some pretty wild stuff in here. Alright. Poking around. Poking around. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I've never known why. Actually, I think it might be real food coated with shellac or something. Preserved. Oh, and look at this. Tentacle-looking thing is half-eaten. This is someone's meal that they didn't finish. Tentacle? Gross. I dare you to take a bite. Haha. You first. Okay. Whoa, hold on. I'm just kidding. Hey, don't dare a child to do something. They will do it. If Sam and I had preserved this half-eaten meal, it must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they care about, like a beloved uncle had a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that to me. Like the sunflower seeds my folks left behind. My folks left behind a bag of sunflower seeds, but I threw it away. I should have kept it, right? No, I don't think he would have thrown them away. Yeah. Oh. I'm sure your folks are fine, though. Are you worried about them? Yes, it's weird that they just disappeared. No, they're gone. There's nothing to worry about. I just missed them. I think so. I think a child would probably be like, yes, it's weird they disappeared. Yeah. Listen, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine. How interesting. Weird. Somehow I thought it was his truck and delivery and all. It was. That's what she's saying. But he gave it to her before they took him away. Shannon. But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why? He's my friend. He needs my help to finish his job. It's on my way. Somebody's waiting for those antiques. He needs my help to finish his job. That's right. He's our friend too. Johnny and I will help you unload when we get there. To Johnny. Lift with your legs, cricket. Yes, ma'am. Babe, it's 4 p.m. Yes, ma'am. So, how was everything? How was the sweet cave snail? Devastating. You're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole cave snail colony down there about a year back, and we've been leaving rock candy for them to gorge on since. We just started harvesting earlier this month. Yes, it's all about patience down here. Everything grows most slowly in the dark. There's a fish in Lake Leith that lives to 200 years, and its flavor profile only develops at about 75. How on earth would you know that? You would be dead before the flavor changes. I've got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. I don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what kind of bones they are. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean? Kate reviews the menu. She must have meant something simple. Maybe she meant something old-fashioned. I think she meant something from very deep in the lake. Yep. Ah, could be. And Shannon the menu. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this. Well, thanks. Let's inspect the menu. Let's go with salamander log, sweetwater cuttlefish spread, balsamic spinach. Turns the page. Salamander log doesn't sound too bad for a primordial meal. Crab and tomato cakes with Kentucky remoulade. Mollusk cakes with orange butter sauce. Aged blind cave fish and small salad. The cave fish sounds good as a primordial thing. See how many pages there are. So many choices. Blind salamander black bean soup. Mussel hot pot. Poached barnacle. Okay. We might be in a situation where there's just so many different recipes, kind of like the cocktails. Lemon cavefish gumbo. Cedar plank blind prawn with red pepper, parmesan crust, and butter sauce. Grilled squid wrap. Let's go with lemon cavefish gumbo. Good choice. Your friend will love it. I'll have that right out, sweetie. Ezra leans over the table and carefully examines the preserved food and drink. He prods a half-eaten tentacle. He gently compresses a pea-sized eyeball on a plate. He runs his finger across a greyish claw. No, he'd go for the tentacle. The tentacle is solid and fixed in place. We used to steam those. Juicy, but I prefer them smoked now. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Whose food is this? Why didn't they finish their meal? Why is it hard? Let's see. Whose food is this? This is the diver's table, and this was the diver's meal. This food is about 15 years old. It's true. Things were different then. Nobody came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband Sam, was depressed. He couldn't catch anything. That was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped and frozen or dried, and I just threw it in the fryer. We've both come a long way since then. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them in Lake Leith alone. They'd been out all day, salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck, and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu without even looking. It was a short menu in those days. I sat them right here, and I went back to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing a Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later, I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. Ida, he said, kind of frantic. These divers are still hungry. Bring them another course. And I said, they already ordered the whole menu. Sam said, make something new. Keep making up dishes, whatever. Just keep bringing out food. So I did until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night I could write a book. And it was good, inspired. But I was working so hot and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. And I was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day, I knew I couldn't remember what I'd done in the kitchen. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but we couldn't get the lighting right, so we just shellacked the whole table. Now, when I need inspiration for the menu, I come and look here and think about all these ingenious dishes I threw together for those divers. Of course, they didn't pay their full bill. I heard one of them complaining to the other, let's just pay half and let them charge the other half to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for it. But it all worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success and our expanded menu inspired Sam too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. I'd better get to work. Stay right here, sweetie, and I'll bring you a treat on my way back out. That was a long ramble for talking to a child without any interruptions. Also, Sam. Ooh, he's got something that's wiggling. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. The one and only. Haha. So, what are you? You look like, well, some kind of eel, I guess? Kind of a lonely little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like an old friend of mine. Skin feels cold. Colder than the water. I think I'll call you spaghetti eel, silent red eel, gentle eel. Gentle eel. You know, you can go genteel. No? Okay. Welcome to Salmonitis, the one and only gentle eel. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. Have you ever seen a creature like me before? You were pretty far down there. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first, except there were 2 divers who went before me long ago. Maybe that was before your time. How old are you anyway? I wonder. They ate here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys could have been brothers, maybe. I was over in the corner with my coffee and crossword. I hadn't been able to catch a thing. So I'd just fried up something from Frozen. Crossword, she said Sudoku. Well, these guys were hungry enough to eat it, and ask for more, and they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I said, they were divers, and like I said, they might have been brothers. They had a kind of rivalry going between them or something. Ida was about to write up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute, and told her to just keep bringing out food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught them that boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours about all the deep and dangerous dives they'd been on, new tunnels they'd discovered, all the weird creatures they'd encountered at the weirdest depths of Lake Leith. It was like a dance. No, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last. And I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and diving route they'd ever discovered. That's my map now, you see. For 15 years, I've been using routes these 2 young divers discussed right there at that table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good diving spots, and where would we be? See, people come here from all over just to try our daily catch because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meal so I can look at it to jog my memory. Like, they were eating pickled crab when they talked about that shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, gentle eel. There is one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you those boys were competing, right? One up on each other, I mean. Each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down there, just going by touch and a kind of mental picture I can construct from the detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from those recollections, I have to weigh it against all the risk that I'm heading right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little jewel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe told a fib about a dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator. And when I get down there, my diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock where he said that fridge would be, and that's the end of Sam of Salmonitis. To be honest, that possibility puts the fear of death in me every time I touch the water. He's a weird man talking to an eel he's about to eat. Hey Sam, good haul tonight? We'll see what she can make of it. Yeah, pretty good I think. I hit some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacles just about sealed it up. I picked away for half an hour before I gave up and went around the other way. But I got the catch of the day. That's the important part. That's what people travel for. What's the catch today? Yeah, what's the catch today? This here's a gentle eel. Lonely, cold old eel. I don't know how she'll fix him, but that cold quality ought to do something for, what do they call it? Mouthfeel? Will you stay for a drink? I've got a dark rum that goes well with the coffee. Haha. Bit early for me. How can you even tell what time it is? I think we're about to leave, but thanks. Just passing through. Hey, aren't we all? Oh, she's got your food ready. You all enjoy your meal, alright? Aw, Salmonitis is cool. But yeah, how do you tell what time it is? The sky is black. I can't tell if it's morning or night, or I assume it's night? But then saying it's too early for a drink doesn't really make sense. Maybe it's like very early in the morning. She returns to the tugboat. She listens to the river. Let's listen to the river for a little bit.
Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother up in glory land, and I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting now for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Very nice, sad, soulful song. Alright, back to the tugboat.